Hey, we're off to Blackpool. We stopped at the first services because we were all peckish. We'd got up at like 6 o'clock and set off. So we popped into Costa and it was so expensive, literally. And then we played top trumps on the way and we just chatted and things like that. Keane is such a good traveller, so that was easy. And when Keane got there, he thought he was going to this water park. We've been before and it really is good. So we're going to have to go back and definitely go there. He's obsessed with water slides. He'll sit and watch people going down them on holidays and things on YouTube and TikTok. Anyway, so when we finally got there, it was like a 2.5 hour drive. And we'd also stopped at Kirby Stevens, and he was so over the moon that he's seen that tram. Oh my God. And the illuminations were on, but we did not have time to stay for them today because Paul drove back in the same. It was a little bit windy and I wish I brought a coat. Anyway, nonetheless, we're going to have fun. Keane was so excited going in. And then all of a sudden he had a little bit of a meltdown because when he got there, he started complaining about his leg. He'd had a little incident on the trampoline a few days ago, and I think he's like pulled his leg. It started up for him, so that wasn't good. But he went on the first ride, which was an Alice in Wonderland ride, and he remembered before that it smelled like talc, so we're on that one. I've got a little footage of inside there. It was pretty good, it wasn't bad at all. You go through these little sections and you see all the little characters and things like that, and they're all lit up. One of them, I thought myself, was a bit of a design flaw, mind. It was the big Alice in Wonderland that you'll see in a minute. She's obviously holding a golf thing. I don't even think I've actually seen Alice in Wonderland through. I know what the characters are, like the Mad Hatter and things, but yeah, I don't think I've ever really been interested. But yeah, it was all like lit up and a bit neon-y, so yeah, we were going through there and Keane liked it. Plus it smelled like talc, so he loves smells, and he was just like sniffing up. He was with the boys in the car and we were the girls in the car, so we looked like right brats going into this, the big ones. That's supposed to be Humpty Dumpty squashed on the wall or something. It should be coming up soon. Have you been here, and what was your favourite ride? This is supposed to be the scariest ghost train. Oh my God, it was really good. I was impressed with this ghost train. I really liked it. Even Keane got on and he liked it as well. There was a little drop and I really liked that bit. That was probably my favourite bit. And probably when you went in and there was a mirror on the wall and I scared myself by seeing my own reflection. My God. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, and it was big. I thought, oh God, what an idiot. So yeah, we're just in there. There was a little bit with skeletons going around that I liked as well. And in this section, you had like a train. I was expecting something to come out at us, but it didn't. I was expecting it to. It was really good for a ghost train ride because they're usually just a bit of stuff. There's little skeletons. I really like this bit. So we're just in there. And that was the second ride we did. Keane's leg got better by this. You just rub it a bit and then he seems to cheer up. And then we wandered off to have a little look around why the big kids went on to the Big Dipper. So obviously Keane can't go on that one. There's still things he can't ride on. He loved these sprinkle things. He got wet at the end. He was allowed to run actually through these and he got totally soaked. But for the time being, he was just watching them. Loves water. We went into this illusion house thing as well. And that was all right. It had like little patterns to look at. But it did have mirrors to go through and you love that. Wallace and Gromit. Now, a mascot scared him at first. He's not into mascots and that was waving at him, so that made him cry. Then, while we were queuing, because there was a bit of a queue, I thought, oh, I'll get out the map. And I was saying, oh, look, it's Alton Towers. And it wasn't the right Alton Towers, apparently. And he just screamed through the entire full thing. But after we calmed him down, we were literally all going to go home. He's that bad at having this meltdown. But then he'd calmed down and you have to like take him off and you have to let him have his little thing. And it went on for about 40 minutes, this meltdown. And when he'd finally calmed down, I told him we don't have to go to the Burger King then if it's wrong. And there was a nice hot dog van. He had like lunch and a hot dog. And then afterwards, when he found out again about this ride that we're on now, which was absolutely brilliant. I loved how detailed it was. It was in the dark on some bits and you sped up a little bit. It was really, really good. And I love Wallace and Gromit. It was absolutely amazing, this ride. And in the bread bit, you could actually smell bread. So we were all impressed with that. Anyway, so going after dinner, after he'd all calmed down, he'd been on Nickelodeon rides, he went back in this another 5 times. The lady was like, I didn't know that you meant he'd go on and on and on. And I was like, yeah. And he still wanted to go on more times. And he got a little Gromit as well to take home in the gift shop. And yeah, so he absolutely loved it in the end, which I thought he would because it was dead good. And this is the bread bit. Look at that, it's the Bakelite girl. Oh my God, it's the melt of bread when you sniffed up. And little bits are in the dark like you've just seen there. Yeah, it was really good. Very detailed. Everything was really thought out. Kim was laughing at the bum in his pants. This was like the museum scene. I think it's off. Oh, Wallace and Gromit. Is that off? Do you know? I think it was the wrong trousers myself. I think it was that. That's the gift shop. I wanted them so much. That wasn't on, and neither was the Pepsi Max, and neither was another big one, Infusion, because of the wind. But yeah, we had a good time. So this is us in Nickelodeon Land, and we were on a Dora the Explorer ride here, which you really, really liked, actually. It was very slow. I was trying to spin it a little bit and go off the sides, pushing it. But yeah, he seemed to like that. This one was like a little tiny drop tower that he got on. Then we were in these flying taxi things, I called them. He liked that. You can see a little bit around now what I'm showing you, but everything else was on, and so was the icon, which I did go on, and I screamed the whole entire way around. Oh my god, Paul picked the front seats, and when it takes off there's just nothing you can do. You're just in there, and I was feeling dead nervous getting up to the ride. I always do. I wobble. And we also did the Valhalla, which had an update. There's that's the icon. Yeah, there it is. The big ride was not on. This is inside the illusion house. That should have been a bit further on. These are like little illusion patterns and things to look at. It showed you in there, and that was a spinny thing King was spinning. This is in the Nickelodeon bit. This is like a little pirate boat. He had his eyes shut because I don't know, he seems to do that when he's on rides. That's his first lesson. But yeah, he really liked this. It did go backwards as well, and that made me feel sick. So we were just on that, and this was amazing. It was a little train that took you under all the rides, and there's little bits to see. Then we ran through the Chinese garden, I call it, which is under the steeplechase, because King can't get on that yet. We bought a Q-bot as well, which was another £100, because there was queues and the kids are owners, and so is Paul, to be fair. This was in a little garden I'd found. I'd chilled out with Keenan here and calmed him down, because a bit later on his leg was hurting him again. I have took him to the doctors about it, but they said it should be fine. It might just be a bit sore. So anyway, this calmed down, and he absolutely loved this. Watch his face when it turns. Now. The first time he did it, we didn't catch it on camera. He got the shock of his life. He literally had about 5 goes on this. But yeah, it turned out a really good day in the end. I'm glad we didn't go home, because yeah, these are queuing for big rides. I think they did every single ride. And the last thing I did was mega-minded Keen and let him get soaked in them sprinkling scene. And this is the Valhalla, which has had an update. It was pretty good, and there was a bit that was really detailed in the ice bit. I love the fire. I love feeling the fire, and we got absolutely soaked. We went on it twice, and my god, we were soaked through everywhere. Oh my god, you got wetter than before. There's the fire bit. That was amazing. It was real fire. I touched it, and it was so hot and warm. I'm sure it was real fire. I think it definitely was. And then we got home about 10:30, and this is our new little friend we brought with us.